Thanks for stopping by another awesome episode of What's New Barbecue. In today's video, I'm going to take a 14-pound prime rib roast, an entire rack rib roast from Six Brothers Beef Company, and I'm going to show you how we smoke it up on my custom backyard offset smoker. We're going to use some hickory wood and some Kingsford blue, and it should be an awesome time. So I appreciate y'all for stopping by. As you can see, it's cold here in Texas. It's actually got below freezing, below zero at that, which is crazy. I've been in Texas all my life and I've never seen this, so this should be a fun time. I look forward to rolling some smoke on this Black Angus prime rib roast in this weather. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscription button and the bell so you can keep track of this barbecue journey. There's nothing else to do, guys, but get to it. So let's go ahead and get this rib roast seasoned up. Boy, check this out. We've got this beautiful Black Angus prime rib roast or rib loin from Six Brothers. Like I said, it's got some awesome marbling already showing right here on the fat cap side. And what I want to go ahead and do is actually expose more of this marbling and the beef itself, because our seasoning is not going to stick to this fat cap that well, and we want to get as much flavor as we can onto this rib loin or this roast. So we're going to just go ahead and take our knife and peel away at this fat cap. Just run your knife along it, right underneath it, just like that. Make sure you have a good sharp knife and follow the seam of the fat line there. And as you can see, I'm holding the rib roast down itself with my other hand so it doesn't slide on me. And just like that, we got another big piece off. As you can see, we've got this cleaned up pretty well as far as the fat cap and the silver skin's concerned. This guy right here is more of an intermuscular fat line, which actually is going to be a part of our marbling as we get down more deep into our prime rib roast. So I'm going to leave that be. It's time to get this bad boy seasoned up. Before we do, I want to add a small amount of extra virgin olive oil just to help our seasoning stick, and it doesn't take a lot of this. So just make sure that those seasonings really stick to the outside of our rib roast here. And I want to go ahead and start with a light base coat of garlic and herb seasoning. I really love this stuff. Make sure you check it out. I got it at Walmart, so it should be fairly easy to find. We're going to do a decent layer of this on here. It's got some nice flavors to it. They really go well with this rib roast. Next, we're going to follow it up with a little bit of Youngbucks brisket rub. Again, this has some great textures in it, so we're going to go heavy with it because this is where all our flavors coming from, is what we put on the outside, and then just that amazing beef flavor from that Black Angus on this rib roast we have here is going to really complement these seasonings well. So that's what we got going on. I'm going to finish seasoning this bad boy up, let it set while we get the custom backyard pit fired up. We're shooting for about 300 degrees on the smoker, and next time I see y'all, we'll have this guy on and we'll get to cooking. Alright everybody, we got that rib roast seasoned up, and as you can see, I've gained a couple barbecue addicts since we last got that roast all seasoned up with the garlic and herbs and the brisket rub. We got two Justins in the house. We got right. Justin Belter and Justin Kelly. These are two of my barbecue brothers, and they're here to enjoy this rib roast, right? We got Debo fired up. It's been rolling for about 45 minutes, and we're regulating right around 250, 275, which is perfect for this big old 14-pound rack of beef. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy opened up and throw this rib roast on. Check this huge hunk of beef out, guys. This is Black Angus again. Smelling awesome. Got some really good texture in here. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy onto Debo here. And again, for the information for this smoker, it's a custom built offset smoker from Eds Grills and Smokers here in Princeton, Texas. So check them out, and I'll have their information down below in the description box. Look at that. Let's get it on. And we're shooting for about 120 degrees internal before we pull it off and let it rest for 30 minutes. So we'll keep y'all posted.
They're leaky, so my socks are wet.
The reality of grilling in the snow in Texas. That's right. Wet shoes except for Justin. That's right. So this is what we look like an hour in. We're getting some good smoke color on the edges there. You can see the meat's starting to turn that nice mahogany or reddish color. And we're right at about right under 70 degrees internal, and we're shooting for that 120 degrees before we pull it off. So we're gonna go ahead and shut this down, and next time I see y'all, we'll take a peek and see what it's looking like. Alright y'all, so we're an hour and a half into this cook on the custom offset smoker. Again, if you want to snag you one of these, I'll have the information down below in the description box. It's smelling awesome. I cranked the temperature up to 300 degrees so we can get a little bit better crust on the outside of this entire rack here, just so we can get some flavor from that smoke. So let's go ahead and see what the temperature is here. Again, we're an hour and a half in, and we're shooting for 120 degrees internal before we pull it. And as you can see, in the thickest part of it, we're at about 100. We'll check another area just to be sure. A little bit even lower there. We're right under 90 degrees right there. So we've still got a ways to go. What we're going to do now is go ahead and shut this down, keep on cooking at about 300 degrees until we get to that 120, and then we're going to let it rest. Next time we see y'all, we'll be cutting into it. So here we are after letting this rest for 30 minutes, and we got an internal temperature of anywhere from 120 to 130 degrees internal, depending on where we probed it. More so done towards the ends, obviously. This crust looks beautiful. Again, shout out to Six Brothers Beef Company. Their information will be down below in the description box. If you want to get your hands on something like this, I have a promotion code, NTBA10. We'll get you 10% off. This is boneless, so let's go ahead and actually cut right down the middle and see what we're looking like. Wow, this smells insane. Let me get this lifted up for y'all. Check that out, completely juicy. Man, check this other side out right here. That looks beautiful. Man. I'm going to go ahead and get some more manageable bites out of this so we can give it a taste test. Alright, so after about 3 hours of smoking at 250 to 315 degrees on the custom offset smoker from Eds Grills and Smokers, we've got some amazing prime rib, black Angus prime rib from Six Brothers Beef. And we've got an awesome bark on there, as you can see. Completely juicy. I've already tried the medium rare part and it was awesome, but I've got to be honest with you, and this end cap right here, it's got the bark and the smoke that's really built up on it. It's insane when you dip it in that juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. Cheers, y'all. Wow, you've got the fat, you've got the smoke, and then you've got that beefiness. And you've got the seasoning that we use, the garlic and herb and that brisket rub. All of that combines and it works well. So I appreciate y'all for stopping by What's New Barbecue. Until next time, y'all keep on barbecuing.